Hi guys, welcome back to our Mental Health Matters. I hope you all are doing well. I am super excited to record this video, and in today's video we'll be talking about marriage killing mistakes that you and I are making without even knowing. Yes guys, I'm going to talk about some of the mistakes that we make in our relationship that is probably costing us our marriages. So if you want to hear all the mistakes, please watch this video to the end, and also make sure you subscribe to help a sister out. Subscribe and click the notification bell so that whenever I upload, you'll be one of the first to be notified. So guys, these mistakes are in no particular order. The first mistake that you're probably making that you don't know about is communication, lack of communication. Listen, communication is very, very important. It's one of the most important things in every relationship, whether work relationship, whether like in your marriage, in your relationship with your children, or just with your friends. Communication is one of the most important aspects in every relationship. And a lot of the time in marriages, we do a lot of assumptions. Instead of talking to our partners, we assume. Stop assuming and start communicating a bit more. Communicate more, because communication helps you to understand your partner better. It helps you to kind of understand what their fears, their worries, their problem is. If you don't communicate, you won't be able to understand. And also stop expecting your partner to know what the problem is. No, they're not psychic and they're not mind readers. Even if they are, we've got our voice for a reason and we've got our mouth for a reason to communicate. So let's communicate. Even in the Bible, when God created heaven and earth, when he created everything that he created on this earth, he spoke the word. So it's very important that you speak. Talk to your partner so that they'll be able to understand whatever issue that is going on, whatever problems that you're having, your partner will be able to understand. Right. The second mistake that you're probably making is lack of compromise. So what I mean by this is lack of adjustment, right? A lot of us come and we say, oh, this is how I am. I was born this way. Baby, I was born this way. There's no other way. Baby, I was born this way. Baby, I was born this way. No, you were not born this way. A lot of the behavior and the attitudes that we have is learned behavior. We learn them maybe from people that are in our lives, from our environment, or from friends, families that we grow up, or people around us. We learn most of the behavior. Yes, we do learn most of the behavior, and you can start unlearning those behavior. If it's a marriage killing mistake, you need to start unlearning them. You need to learn to compromise. You need to learn to adjust in order to accommodate your partner, your husband or your wife. You need to learn to adjust. Stop saying, this is how I am. This is who I am. No. If you want to be married, if you want to stay married, please stop saying, this is who I am. This is how I am. For you to remain in marriage, to stay married, you need to learn to adapt, to adjust, to compromise. Yeah? If this is who you are, then you have no business with marriage. Stay in your house, stay in your father's house, or in your mother's house, or in your own house. But marriage is not the place for you if you're not ready and willing to compromise or adjust to accommodate the other person. Right. The third mistake that you're probably making, I'm probably making this, is having a high expectation of your partner. Right. What I mean by this is you can communicate with your partner that you have high expectation of them. It's good. It makes them feel good. It makes them feel like, oh, my wife or my husband believes in me. They trust me. However, do not put your happiness, do not give your happiness over to someone else, to your partner, to your husband, or to your wife. No, don't give your happiness to somebody else. You have the right, it's your right to make yourself happy. Do not give that over to somebody else, because at the end of the day, we are all human beings and we make mistakes. Your husband or your wife is probably going to make mistakes. They're probably going to fail you. So it's best that you start being happy, like happiness from within, happiness that you are from you, rather than expecting the other person to make you happy. No, stop expecting too much of your partner, because we are all human beings, like I say, and they might offend you, they might wrong you at one point or the other. They might make the wrong decisions, they might make the wrong choices. You need to stop having too much expectation of them. No, that is a big marriage killing mistake that a lot of us make. You have this expectation and you start comparing. Oh, look at this person, look at that person. No. Stop. it stops from today. So no more making that sort of mistakes in your marriage and in your relationship. Right, the fourth mistake that you're probably making is not healing from trauma. Listen, guys, you need to heal before you go into any relationship. In Pastor Kingsley's voice, in his own words, heal before you deal. It's very important that you heal whatever trauma, whatever situations, challenges that you're facing, that has the trauma that has affected you. You need to heal. If you need to go to therapy for it, go to therapy. If you need to talk to someone, talk to someone. Don't expect your marriage to be something to help you to heal like any wounds that you have. For example, if you have a wound on your hand or on your body, anywhere in your body, you can't just put a bandage over it. You need to clean it out first before you bandage it, or before you cover it. If you cover it without putting, a bandage over, without cleaning, if you cover it without cleaning it, sorry guys, if you cover it without cleaning it, what's going to happen is it will start seeping through the smell. It will start oozing with so many disgusting things. And this is what happens when you don't heal from your trauma and you start a relationship, or you jump into from one relationship to the other. It's not gonna heal you. You're probably taking the problem from one relationship to the other. And you need to find out if there's a pattern to your relationships or to your marriage that is breaking down. You need to find out if there's a pattern. If there's a pattern, you need to deal with that. Reflect on yourself. Find out how you can rectify whatever situation is going on in your life, because it's not the other party that is the problem. You are taking that problem from one relationship to the other. And what happens is, after the honeymoon period, because in every relationship there is a honeymoon period, I'm sure you guys know that there is a honeymoon period where whatever the other party does doesn't offend you. You just carry on as, oh, lovey dovey and all that. That's all good. But when that period is over, you go back to your real self. All of those things, those baggage that you've carried that you didn't heal before going into this relationship, they resurface again. That's just what happens. So the next marriage killing mistakes that you're probably making is the wrong understanding of the head. You have the wrong understanding. So this is for the men. I'm going to speak to the men. Don't come for me yet, because I'll be speaking to the women as well. So for the men, having a wrong understanding of the head. Being the head is not just about authority. It's not about power. It's not about, oh, I'm the head of the family and all that. No, being the head is also being when you're the head, be the head in caring, be the head in loving, be the head in taking responsibility, be the head in everything that you want to see in your marriage. It's like being a role model. Be the role model to the rest of the neck and the rest of the body. You have to show what you want to see. That's what you need to start portraying. Not just about authority, giving power. That's not what head is all about. A lot of the time we think that is what head is all about. That is not what head is all about. You have to be the head in caring, be the head in taking responsibilities and all of that. So the next marriage killing mistake that you're probably making is the wrong understanding of the neck. And this is for the women. Right. When God created Adam, he saw that Adam was alone in the garden, and he felt he was just in the garden roaming around and probably not really having any focus or doing anything meaningful with himself. Then God saw the way that he was rolling around in the garden, and he said, no, this one needs someone, a woman, to complete him, to help him to focus, to help him to kind of know what he's doing. And that was when God created Eve. So being a woman, being the neck, you are there to support the head. The head cannot function without the neck. So women, we need to understand that when you are in a man's life, you need to add value to this man. You need to be there you are there for a purpose. You're not just there to grab. So women are just grabbers. They just want to keep grabbing and grabbing. Oh, let me take for today. I don't know what tomorrow is going to be. You keep grabbing. No, you're there to help the man to achieve his potential, to help him to achieve his dreams, to help him to run the family. You're not just there to grab, to take what is there for you and all of that. You're there to make a difference in his life, to help him to achieve his dream. So it's not just about being there for being sake. The man doesn't have to be the one to pay for everything. Sometimes as well, it's okay for the ladies when you go out or you take responsibilities. Sometimes it's not just about the man paying for everything. You need to learn to take responsibilities as a woman as well. So the next marriage killing mistakes that you're probably making is being negatively influenced by your friends. Right, guys, this is very crucial. This one is so crucial in marriage. Listen, I'm not saying don't have a third party. It's okay to have a third party in your marriage, but you need to know who you're taking your problems to. Not everyone that acts as your friend is actually your friend. Some people want to drag you down with them. They want to drag you down. They're already on the floor and they want you to come with them. The way they talk about their wives or their husbands, be very attentive to their communication, to their discussion. The way they talk about their wife, the way they talk about their husband is very important. Listen, your friends can have a bad friend is like toxic and actively in play in changing your attitude. Whether you like it or not, the friends, the people you hang around will affect you in one way or the other. And if it's the wrong ones, if they are the negative friends, they will affect your marriage in so many ways that you start questioning yourself, that you start everything your partner does becomes a problem because of how your friends talk about their wives or their husbands. You find that you might not talk about your wife to them in that way, but you find that the problem starts to creep into your home. So it's very important that you watch, that you are careful of the friends that you keep. Very important. The next marriage killing mistake that you're probably making is what you're watching and what you're hearing. Listen, guys, we are what we eat. At the same time, we are what we think, we are what we watch, and we are what we hear. Be careful what you're watching and what you're hearing. Social media is just everywhere. People are, getting engaging themselves with social media. There's so many videos up and down, going up and down on social media. Be careful what you watch and be careful what you hear, because sometimes it can influence you and it can affect the way that you see your marriage, the way you see your partner. Very important. Another key mistake that you're probably making is avoiding conflict. Listen, conflict can either build a marriage, build a relationship, or it can break it. It helps to have conflict. A lot of the time, conflict will help you to understand each other better. Stop avoiding conflict, because what happens when you avoid conflict, it just builds up and builds up and builds up. Something that is very little that you could have easily rectified, you leave it to build up and then it blows up. It blows up on your face. So it's very important that you don't avoid conflict. When something is going on, when you have an issue, try and iron it out with your partner. Choose the right time, choose the right moment, sit down and have a grown-up conversation and deal with it. Don't avoid conflict. It only makes the world matter worse. Another marriage killing mistakes that you're probably making is sleeping separately. No matter the type of fight that you have with your partner, with your husband or with your wife, do not sleep separately. When you sleep separately, you're just giving the devil the opportunity to creep in and start feeding you guys with so many different lies. Don't sleep separately. Sleeping separately only gives your husband the opportunity to stay on his phone and start chatting to people that he's not supposed to be chatting to. And it also gives the woman the opportunity to stay on her phone and start, chatting to people that you're not supposed to chat with. And the more you invest in other people rather than investing in your marriage, in your relationship, in your partner, then you'll find that your marriage will start struggling. So do not sleep separately no matter what. The last marriage killing mistakes that you're probably making is taking your partner for granted. Do not take your husband or your wife for granted no matter what. Even if they've been doing something for a very long time, try to recognize their effort, try to appreciate their effort. Once in a while, not even once in a while, every day, say to them, oh, thank you so much for taking out the trash. Thank you so much for hoovering the house. Thank you so much for showering the kids. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for doing that. It helps them to know that they are appreciated, that their effort, no matter how little it might seem, that is actually recognized. So make sure that you do appreciate your partner, appreciate your wife, your husband. Very important. So guys, until my next video, I hope I've been able to enlighten you. I hope I've been able to open your eyes. A lot of us are so busy, we don't even have time to kind of reflect on ourselves and see what mistakes we're making that is affecting us, that is affecting our marriages and our relationship. From today, I challenge you to reflect on yourself and find out what killing mistakes that you're making and be able to do something about it. So until next time, I'm going to leave you guys for now, and keep living life, keep enjoying life, and keep loving yourself. I'll see you guys really, really soon. Bye.